welcome back to my YouTube channel, and it's a girl Diana. Thank you guys for subscribing, sharing, liking my videos, and keep on doing that. Keep on sharing my video. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me as I tell you guys my delivery story. So it was on the 15th, right? And I had been procrastinating doing my maternity photo shoot. I was like booking photographers, cancelling appointments, calling like every photographer in Maryland, wanting to know their rates, their prices, negotiating. Anywho, your girl here procrastinated her maternity photo shoot until like literally I gave birth the next day after my photo shoot. I had contacted this photographer. I literally booked her, and I was even ready to pay like the deposit. Who is Diana? She cancelled a day before. I was like, hi, I need to cancel because of unexplainable reasons. I need to go here, I need to go there. I just literally gave her excuses, which I really regret. Back to searching again and procrastinating. I literally didn't even know what I was looking for. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm looking for like a photographer who's going to give me a whole day of photography, or I was just looking for a photographer who I was going to be comfortable with. Mind you, the days are moving. My baby bump is getting bigger and bigger. I'm really getting like uncomfortable because you know those last stages, you literally can't do anything in the right position. I was out of breath each and every single time. I really didn't know why I was procrastinating, but in my head I was like looking for someone who was going to be very patient with me and not rush me. That's what basically I was looking for. So it was on the 14th of February, on a Sunday. My boyfriend tells me, he's like, you're not going to do the shoot? I'm like, I don't even know. I want to do the shoot. I really wanted to do the shoot, but I haven't found a photographer. Coincidentally, I just was perusing through Facebook, and this promoted ad comes up of this photographer. I saw some of her pictures on her Facebook page. I'm like, oh wow, she's doing a nice job. So I direct messaged her. I literally told her what I exactly wanted because I knew I was running out of time. She says she's home based, so she's doing the whole shoot at her house. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. Tell me what I need to bring. And I literally wanted the milk bath photo shoot. That thing is bomb. So what you need to bring is bring a sheer clothing that's like going to show, or like a lingerie. A girl didn't even have time to go to Victoria's Secret. So I just told her, you know what, let's schedule it for tomorrow, because immediately I just wanted to book her. So I told my boyfriend, and he was like, yeah, and her prices are really reasonable. So we booked her for the next day at like 7. So I had to go get my hair done the next day. Wanted to book a makeup artist, but pesa wewe. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe all of this is just happening for a reason. I was like, I'm just going to take my time and do my makeup perfectly well the way I want it, so that if anything goes wrong, I have no one to blame, literally, but me. I wanted as natural as possible, because you know photography and lighting, and you do that mistake and you look like that movie The Mask. You look like uku you're white and then the rest of your body is melanin. But I didn't want that embarrassment. I did not. So I did my makeup really nicely. I was ready by 6:30. My boyfriend was ready too. So we was like, okay, let's go. We had to go pick up my mom-in-law at work because I wanted her to be part of the photo shoot. We had planned a photo shoot wearing jeans and white t-shirts and then the milk bath, because I had this picture in my head. So I forgot my white t-shirt at home. I had to wear my mom-in-law's t-shirt. She had already set up the whole place. So we started with the white t-shirt and jeans photo shoot. When we had done that, we finished. Mind you, I had started feeling contractions, but I was ignoring. I was like, that's just normal, because even before I had like contractions and I'm calling the doctor. She's like, no, you're fine. Sometimes she'd say, come to the hospital, I check you, and then they'd be like, oh, no, you're fine. So anytime you feel those contractions and they're not like in close intervals, you're fine. You don't have to, call us or think it's an emergency. And I was like, okay. So I was feeling the contractions all through the photo shoot, but I'm like, no, I'm fine. If I literally think about how my baby bump was then, I was really huge. Yeah, I was huge, you guys. She took the pictures and it was time for the milk bath. That was like my favorite. And for the props, because I didn't get time to go get a lingerie from Victoria's Secret or whatever store I could have gone to, I accessorized this. There's this outfit I had. It was like a dress, but it had like a neti juu. So I cut the dress inside. Nilitoa the cotton part. I removed the cotton part and like just left this neti. So I was like, I'm just going to use that. And since it was pink and I was having a girl, I was like, yeah, period, everything's working out. And I had told the photographer to look for pink flowers, pink and purple. So she was up to the assignment. When I tell you that lady literally did everything the way I wanted, I love her. So she went, prepared the bath, put milk. Literally that photo shoot was bomb. They had to put towels behind my back because the position of the bathtub. I couldn't like strain my back. So they had to put towels behind my back so I could be comfortable. Like when you see that photo, there was a lot of work. So they put towels behind my back. It was time for taking the pictures. Now, contractions are coming, but I'm just saying, you guys, it's just normal. I'm like, no, it's just normal. It's not even that nini. It's not even that serious. I'm like, the doctor said I'm fine. My boyfriend is asking me, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just feeling some pain, but ni normal too. The contractions were coming in intervals too, but I'm not counting because my mind is not even there. Me, I'm literally focusing on looking good for photo shoots. I'm ignoring my pain. I was literally ignoring my pain. Yo, Yo, pain candle, a girl must slay. So when we were leaving, my walking style was not even the same anymore. Not even penguin walking style. I don't know what walking style that was. You guys, the final stages of pregnancy is torture. Got home, had to take another shower. Mkisikia your sound, kumedoka. Me wiping myself down. Nijipake mafuta, ninge kwa kitanda. No, when I was even in the shower, maji moto ilikuwa inanimwagikia. I'm like, is it the shower getting hotter? Ama ni nini? Literally in my thighs. I'm like, is it the shower getting hot or what's happening? I'm like, I ignored it. I'm like, niko kwa maji, so it's basically the shower. I didn't even bother. Got out of the shower, came back to my room, patting myself down to apply oil on myself. Chirr. I was like, like I literally froze for a good 10 seconds. Then it came down again. My water was breaking. Came down again. I looked at my boyfriend and I'm like, babe, siko joy, but come and see. That's what I literally told him, babe, siko joy, can you come and see? He looked, he's like, uko serious, babe? I'm like, yeah, babe, literally, this is not pee. My water is breaking. And he was like, now what should we do? Should we go to the hospital? I'm like, yeah. The doctor told me once the water starts breaking, I should make my way to the hospital. I had already packed my hospital bag anyway, so it was just a matter of chukua vitu, kweka kwa gari, and then off we go. So, went to the hospital. On our way there, my water was like splashing all over. The car was wet. Nilikuwa namwaga maji. And that water is hot. Nikafika hosi natembea ni kama mtu kukubaridi. Kuku imenyeshewa. And then the guard over there was like, no, don't even feel embarrassed. It's okay, it's okay. They got me in. Got me those 2 towels to sit on kwa chair as they were taking my information for them to admit me. Where I was sitting, there was another lady across looking at me. She was there. She was in pain. And me, I'm just there smiling because my contractions are not, they were like in very distant intervals. So I'm like, niko sawa. I've been doing TikToks, I've been doing exercises. I'm just going in. I'm going to come out as soon as I went in. No. Reto di dino. You guys. The more you dilate, the more the contractions are going to be so intense. You're gonna feel it. Honey, you will feel it. So, I was 4 centimeters dilated when they admitted me, and they were like, yeah, you're fine. Do you need an epidural? I'm like, no, I'm good. You're gonna do this all natural? They're like, yeah. So the nurses are coming in and like, you're so strong, honey, you're so strong, good job. Hey, mimi ni nani? Feeling so hyped up. I'm like, yeah, the bad girl is in the building. She is in the building, and she's about to show y'all how it's done. Nilionyeshwa. And I'm in there, I'm hearing women in the other rooms screaming. Like, what? Okay. Me, I'm just there quiet. My boyfriend is just asking, are you feeling anything? I'm like, no. It's just slightly uncomfortable, but I'm fine. I'm really fine. Kwa eyeshadow section, this girl is a failure. So I went to the hospital at 11:30 p.m. By the time I'm dilating to like a full 5 centimeters, it was already the next day at like 7 in the morning. And the contractions now started kicking in 7:30. Yo, it's not a joke. Hey, Kanungo ilichezwa. I don't know how to explain that pain. I don't know how to explain that feeling. It's the only feeling in this world that I cannot compare it to anything. The contractions were bad, really painful, so uncomfortable. Couldn't move, couldn't walk. At the same time, I'm so pressed. I needed to pee. I don't even know the difference between peeing and contractions. It was bad, really bad. I was so scared. Started crying. The contractions are coming. I'm like really uncomfortable. My boyfriend's t-shirt, the collar part, messed up. It was so messed up. Like, akukuwa na collar hapo. Contracted for a good 11 hours. From 7:30 in the morning until 8 usiku. My boyfriend alikapitia. My friend calls me in the middle of everything. She's like, oh, atiambia Dana nipatie email na password yake so that I can email her professors. Mind you, I was still going on with school. So that I can email her professors, tell her that she's at the hospital delivering, so she won't be available for her classes. I'm like, no, not today. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I understand why women at that point insult anybody. Because at that point, you're just focusing on how your body feels. And at that point, you don't want any distractions. You don't want anyone to talk to you. You don't want anyone to tell you what to do or how to feel. Because you're the only one who knows how you're feeling. So I got to 6 centimeters. I couldn't handle it. And I wasn't even dilating anymore. Because the contractions was just causing a lot of tension. Now, it's like, I don't know. So my cervix was not opening. So the doctor was like, last chance, because it reaches a point they can't give you an epidural anymore. At that point, and the doctor is still coming and telling me, we need to put you on that, we need to put you on that because you're contracting and it's very painful, but your cervix is not opening. I was so scared. I had prayed for a normal delivery. I was just praying so hard. The doctor was like, do you want an epidural so that we can see how it's gonna go? I was like, okay, fine. So they gave me an epidural at around 5. I think it was 5 or 6. I was knocked out until it was time for the baby to come. Nililala. I was so tired, showing you how contractions is a whole workout. Gym kando. I slept like until it was time for the baby to come. When I literally felt her coming out, that's when I woke up and I'm like, babe, Mtoyana come. And I'm still sleepy. He's like, huh? Nako like, Mtoyana come. He's like, niangalia. I'm like, no, don't check. Call the doctor. I was literally so scared. So they called the nurse. The nurse came. They're like, oh yeah, let me go get the doctor. The doctor came, checked me. She's like, yeah, she's ready. She's ready. I can see, I can feel the head. I was, at that point, I just fully woke up because I was really excited. So the doctors, the nurses came, prepared the place, nini, so I'm ready to push. My boyfriend was holding the right leg, the nurse was holding the left leg, and another one was, I'm like holding the handles of the bed. I am ready to push out this big bouncing baby girl. And I did. In like how many minutes? 2 minutes. I literally did push her out. She was born at 8:26 p.m. on February the 16th. Mind you, the occurrences that have happened 48 hours before my delivery, it's God. It's God. I was so excited anyway. Like, once you see your baby, you guys, I'm almost crying. We're not crying here. Once you see the baby, you forget everything else. You forget how you was feeling. You forget everything. You're literally in your own world, and looking at her, I was just so mesmerized. Like, yeah, we have a baby. And he's like, yeah. So they took the baby. They have to do all the necessary measurements, make sure that everything is fine, make sure she's like, you know, she's perfect. So at that point, they were cleaning me up, making sure I'm okay. And the doctor was really nice because she was communicating with me the whole time, telling me, okay, now I'm about to do this. You seem fine, nini, how you feeling, da. And that's what they did. So after the delivery, they like gave me, I think, 2 hours, and then they move you to like a ward, like your own room. And mi nilikuwa tu ready kwenda home anyway at that point, because I was like, hey, mi nishaza mtoi, niko sawa. The doctor is telling me there's no complications, but they needed to monitor me for like a good 48 hours. So we stayed in the hospital for 3 days before they could discharge us. So I got discharged after 3 days, and you know, everything that they teach you, it's just basically to make sure once you get out of the hospital, you're fine. And yeah, and my makeup is done. I'm not gonna put on the wig. I'm not gonna lay my edges at the point because I don't see the necessity of it. It looks really natural, honestly. Peep out my look at the end of the video, you guys. And that brings me to the end of the video, you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing, for sharing, for liking and commenting on my videos. Keep on subscribing, keep on sharing, and watch out for the next video because I have some amazing content coming your way. Thank you guys.